So, ladies and gentlemen, we have first up is Aries. And I am being drawn to my Earth Magic cards, Aries, to talk about you specifically. Let's see what God, angels, and universe wants you to work on for yourself internally. This is so crazy because as I was meditating before I started these videos, I said, Aries is one of those signs that people absolutely freaking love, but they're so introverted. They keep to themselves. Aries are very specific about who they want around them, okay? So I do kind of feel like for you, Aries, the message for you and yourself specifically is to kind of not necessarily open up to more people or open up more, but it's almost like for those people that you trust, those people who are in your inner circles, I hear God, angels, and universe basically saying, show them a little bit more of yourself, your heart, your vulnerability, your wicked sense of humor, your, ridiculous intelligence, right? I do kind of feel like, especially for you, Aries, there is this perception of you that you don't even care about, by the way. There's this perception of you that people have. I don't even know if you know that they have this perception of you, but it's almost like they don't even know who you are, right? Because you hide so much of yourselves, or again, you only show yourselves to specific people. Clouds and shape-shifting, yes. Aries, watch this. You wanna see an Aries flinch? Say to an Aries, okay, I need you to be a little bit more flexible, right? Aries is like, don't know what that is, right? Shape-shifting in clouds is to me more of a go with the flow. Kind of take your time with certain things, step outside of your comfort zone, do things that make you nervous or scare the crap out of you. This to me is almost like expanding who you are. Yeah, to me, I'm hearing come outside of your comfort zone. I know Aries is a creature of habit. You guys like things orderly. You like to follow a certain routine. I do kind of feel like for 2021 and beyond, God, angels, and universe are just wanting you guys to explore the world outside of yourselves just a little bit more. Okay? The last card is Iceberg. Look at all of these cards representing, kind of coming outside of yourselves and expansion and growth and, kind of showing the world a little bit more about you, Aries. And at the end of the day, that's exactly what it is. Show the world a little bit more about you, Aries, because it's almost, I'm hearing inquiring minds want to know. They want to know who you are. They want to know how you think. They want to know, what keeps you up at night, what makes you smile, what makes your heart twinkle. You know what I mean? So definitely, Aries, when it comes to you specifically, God, angels, and universe are wanting you to kind of, quote unquote, put yourself out there just a little bit more. Okay? Now, I'm going to pull some romance angel cards for your love life. God, angels, universe. Hey! Give me a message for Aries that they may need for their love lives specifically. Angels just said show more. It's crazy because they said show more of your leg, right? I don't know if you guys are familiar back in the day. The way that women used to catch cabs or taxis was that they would show a little bit of leg, and it's like almost immediately a taxi or a cab would actually stop, right? And translating that into this specific reading, Aries, that would just say to me, yes, show your softer side, show a little bit more of your heart, show a little bit your sexy side. I mean, Aries are sexy as hell, by the way. So I just kind of feel like you guys have like this stark reputation, this, what is the person called? Drill master? Drill sergeant, right? It's almost like you come across one way and strong and egotistical and powerful and this, that, and the other, right? You guys are the emperor. There are people around you and the rest of the world wants to see more love. And by the way, I'm hearing also through law of attraction, the more you show is the more you will receive. So right off the bat, when it comes to your love life, for those of you guys who could be struggling in your love life, the reason for that could be because of what the law of attraction is returning. And again, the law of attraction is only going to return what you guys are putting out there. So if you're putting iceberg, sanctuary, kind of keeping to yourself, only hanging around people that you know you love, if you're not necessarily being flexible, or at the same time, if you are being a little wishy-washy, yeah, you're going to have trouble in love. Look at this. The first card out is reconciliation. Someone from your past is returning to your life. Wow. You know something? That's not, I don't take that specific. It could be, someone from your past is returning, but I also take that as, again, with law of attraction, what you put out there is going to return back to you. Oh, see what I'm saying? Free yourself. God is showing up for Aries. Free yourself. I also kind of feel like in, your perception of yourself, right? I have to come across as being strong and smart and intelligent and trustworthy. I almost feel like, yeah, you have a very military-like standard of yourself. Aries love control. You guys are ruled by, again, the Emperor and Mars and that Martian enemy and energy. You want to be in control. You want to be seen as being in control. I'm also hearing don't want people to see you sweat. That just, again, you don't like making mistakes in front of people. I mean, hell, you don't like making mistakes, period. Okay, which to an extent, which is why sometimes you guys go slower than most people, because you want to, kind of survey and review every last detail before you make a move or make the next step. Okay, so the free yourself says to me, come out of that. You're going to make mistakes. You're going to mess up. You're 100% human. So go ahead and let go of the idea of control. Not only that, but what I'm also hearing for some of you guys, if control is a harsh word, angels are also saying to then surrender. Surrender to the idea that you don't really control anything. You don't own anything. You don't make the sun shine every day. You don't make the moon and the stars glitter and shine. You know what I mean? So I do kind of feel definitely in your love life specifically, Aries, take your time, yes, but it's almost like show more of your heart. Oh, look at this. Stay optimistic about your love life. I do kind of feel, especially with this card as well, you guys also have strong standards and strong expectations when it comes to your love life, right down to sometimes how you want your partner's hair to be, right? You guys are very, 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 very specific, okay? And God, angels, and universe, again, are just wanting you to kind of release control, release the idea that you can control it. Okay, so let's now move over to finances and career. For this, we're using Energy Oracle. God, angels, and universe, please bless me with information for Aries. You guys are so damn charismatic. People love your energy, Aries, and love being around you. You guys have that Scorpio magnetism as well, because, Mars and Pluto are also your rulers along with Scorpios as well. So people are automatically attracted to you. All right, we got a jumper. Yes, baby. Second chakra, Archangel Ariel. So, all right. The second chakra is the sacral chakra. Okay, that is the pleasure principle. Okay, that is the goody, chakra, right? But it also rules addictions. It also rules, appetite and things of that nature, whether the appetite is for food, sexuality, sex, porn, whatever the case is. I feel like for you, Aries specifically, it is strong, hunty. Okay. But I also kind of feel like, too, for you guys, we're talking career. But I was just going to say real quick also, too, when it comes to the sacral chakra in love, I'm just hearing you guys have fun, or you play around with it, or you like, maybe when you're love making or making love, you like to play around, or, it's almost like the prey and predator and prey. It's kind of like a cat and mouse. You play around with your person before kind of pouncing on them and putting that good on them. So I guess that's kind of like a leftover from the love aspect here. But for finances and career, definitely the second chakra, I do kind of feel like there is confusion about maybe a career option or a career choice. A lot of you guys may not necessarily know what it is that you want to do, what, kind of keeps you up at night, or if you do know, I kind of feel like it could be far-fetched or out of reach. Okay, as in, yeah, I want to go and be a lawyer, but I have to spend 3 years in law school and then, pass the bar. So I just kind of feel like for a lot of you guys, you want important things. You want to be in a powerful position. However, I'm just hearing that whatever this career choice is in your mind, it feels out of reach. Right? So definitely with the second chakra here, we'll simply say to you, well, just because you may want to do something doesn't necessarily mean you'll be great at it. Number one, it'll satisfy you. It'll make you happy. In a lot of cases, people work to just simply pay the bills, right? Second chakra here is basically saying, find that passion, find that thing again that keeps you up at night. And I feel like intuitively, Aries, you are struggling with this. You're struggling with finding what exactly that is. Now, here's the other thing I need to say too about that is you could already be doing it as a hobby, or you could already be doing it, maybe, in your pastime, right? Like driving as an example. You may be an excellent driver, by the way, and you may have a passion for driving. Well, yeah, go ahead and make that into a career, as in, open your own automotive school, or, your driving school, or, your own racing school as an example. It's almost like find that passion in the thing that you're passionate about and see if that's something you can make money off of. Because I do kind of feel like for you, Aries, that's a little bit overlooked. Next, related to career, door to personal healing and happiness. Yes. I'm like, yes, and I just went quiet. Angels are saying you guys need to move more towards the things that make you happy. I do kind of feel, especially now looking at this sanctuary card, knowing that we were talking about you specifically, Aries, up here, it's almost like you guys don't necessarily connect with what it is that you want, your hopes and your desires. It's almost like you watch them from afar, right? And we want you to seize the moment, like they say, carpe diem, right? As in, don't just make it, don't just daydream about it. Don't just keep it up in your head. Find it and just go for it, right? And again, all of these readings, of course, entertainment purposes only, but we also want you guys to be legal, and we want you to take care and not hurt yourselves and things of that nature. But also at the same time, we do want you to experience that excitement and that adrenaline rush of the beauty that life has to offer. Last card is hostilities. Wow. Loving career. Career here specifically. I just hear hard. No, it's going to be too hard, Alex. No, it's going to be too this. No, it's going to be too that. Well, you know what, Aries? That could be the bulk of your problem. The bulk of your problem could simply be what's in between your two ears. In whether or not you can do it, or whether or not you can, or whether or not you can, right? And again, at the end of the day, it just has to do with what you think, more so than you actually getting off the couch and doing anything. Okay, let's now pull some messages from your angels. This is more of a freestyle. I do see the sacral chakra being activated right now. It's almost like you guys, for some of you, I'm seeing like ice cream and sweets. So, that makes sense to me, because Aries is a sign, again, of that emperor. And the emperor, he's not too emotional. He's so powerful. People don't even sit near him at parties, right? Because he's so powerful and he commands this power just by who he is naturally. But what a lot of people don't realize about the Emperor, who's you, Aries, you have a goofy side of you. You have a very loving and passionately loving, and I'm talking about physical love as in sex. You have this lust. You're very, very, very freaking lusty, but this is a side that you're only going to show to people who either you're having sex with or people who you trust enough to show that side of yourselves. So that's one situation. The next thing, I'm seeing a lot of you guys in your head. This kind of goes back to that term, thinking of a master plan. It's almost like for a lot of you guys, you live your life inside of your head. Get out of that. Or take what's in your head, put it down, put it on paper, and then live your life based on what's on that paper, which is, again, what comes from your head. Now my mouth is kind of like watering. It almost even feels like something that's tasty and something that's kind of a lust for life. I'm also hearing too that Aries, you tend to want to feed yourself. It could be a little self-centered, right? As in, I have to come first. Typical Aries, right? I have to come first. I have to eat first. Well, what about me? What about what I want? Aries, at the end of the day, you're the emperor. When anything that you want, so shall it be. So shall you have it. Okay? But again, are you going to have it in your head or are you going to have it in reality? Okay? I'm also getting to, that I'm hearing more. I just want more. I'll just simply say to you, well, what are you doing to get it? I mean, Aries, you guys are so freaking powerful that, again, you just freaking open your eyes and so shall it be. Okay? You guys just need to kind of get better at, again, taking those necessary steps to get you exactly what it is that you want and to place you exactly where it is that you need to be. From a spiritual standpoint, from your angels, they're showing me this picture of gluttony. Some of you guys could be hoarders, right? But for me as a reader, that symbolizes cleansing, right? And yeah, if you are a hoarder, it could be let go of baggage, let go of unnecessary shit that's in your energy field that's collecting dust, okay? That could be people too, okay? Anything in our energy field relates to anything. That also includes energy as well. Angels are also saying to me too, but they tend to cling to stuff. They hold on to stuff. You guys reward people for being very loyal to you and you are loyal to them. But sometimes, the people who you are loyal to, you've either outgrown them, they don't serve you any purpose, or God forbid, they're not contributing positively to your physical human experience. So I would definitely say to you too, Aries, be very, very careful about what it is and who you are holding on to. Is it serving a purpose? Okay. Now I'm going to wrap up this reading by basically summarizing to you, Aries, that number one, you can have what you want. Just get out of your head and make it reality. Number two, in your reality, let go of the idea of control. Allow things to just fuck up and just sit in your lap. Just fall in your lap. That is something that is so foreign to Aries. The idea that this just happened out of nowhere. Because you guys are kind of quote unquote control freaks. So if you didn't do it, if you didn't think it up, why is it happening? And we as members of the universe are simply saying to you, Aries, hold our beer. Okay, first of all, you don't know shit about control unless you know how this universe works. Okay, and again, if you know how the universe works, you absolutely know, yeah, I ain't got shit. I ain't got no control. Whatever's gonna happen is gonna happen. I could try to do something about it, but God is gonna have his way in the end. So, don't necessarily be too rigid. Okay, show the softer sides of you, because oh my God, like, people can fall in love with Aries on the spot. Okay, and I just kind of feel like you kind of pick and choose who's gonna like you. You're gonna pick and choose whose friend you want to be, right? And I did say that way, as in, you ain't got no control over that. You can't say to somebody, okay, we're gonna be friends, right? But also at the same time, from an Aries standpoint, if somebody's like, hey, well, is it okay if I get to know you? Aries is like, I don't know. Like, give me a minute. I'll get back to you, right? We need you to kind of open up. I know Shonda Rhimes, the writer for Grey's Anatomy, How to Get Away with Murder. She said she kind of lived this life of just saying yes to the universe. And I think Aries, in a nutshell, the universe is wanting you to spend a little bit more time in the space of yes instead of the space of Aries Nation, which is, I'll get back to you. I'll think about it. Let me control the shit out of it until I'm comfortable enough to let you in. Okay? Anyway, Aries, I absolutely hope that helps. If this reading does resonate, kind of unusual, but if this reading does resonate, go ahead, like, subscribe. I love you guys. Happy New Year. Bye.